Lower Bastion never sleeps. Generator 47 had been screaming for 3 shifts straight, and Gary Bresen's hands were too scarred to feel the vibration anymore. 28 cycles old, drift tech worker. 80-hour spans in conduit shafts that barely fit a man. His neural interface, 8 cycles out of date, kept glitching during diagnostics, flagging him for replacement. Replacement meant termination. Termination meant the street. Kazakh bentwire worked out of dust lane 12, where the water dripped rust and the air tasted like burnt metal. The Velrix's mismatched eyes, one green, one glowing red, tracked Gary the moment he stepped into the undermarket stall. Fresh pull, Kazakh chittered, claws dancing over scattered chips. Corporate dump from Tenebrica disposal. Memory optimization suite, 32 credits. 32 credits. Gary had 35 to his name. The chip slid into his neural port. The interface recognized it immediately. No prompts, permissions, or calibration cycle. Just a completed handshake and a green status line. By the next shift change, his work diagnostics were flawless. Hand movements precise. Pattern recognition sharp. For 6 rotations, Gary Bresen was untouchable. Then came the dreams. White walls. Surgical lighting. Hands. Not his hands. Positioning a body with artistic care. The angle of the neck. The placement of the arms. Eyes held open, pupils dilated, staring at something Gary couldn't see, and underneath the horror, satisfaction, pride in the work. He woke choking. On the 7th rotation, Malik from 3rd shift made a joke about Gary's outdated port, called him a walking antique, laughed with the others in the shift bay. Something clicked behind Gary's eyes. He remembered the dream. Not as a dream, but as instruction. Detective Reed Fisher arrived at the conduit shaft at 2800 station time rotation turnover on the Lower Bastion clocks. Malik's body was positioned on the maintenance platform with surgical precision. Neck broken cleanly, arms folded, eyes held open with neural connector clips, the kind used for memory extraction. Gary sat against the wall, blood on his work jumpsuit, fingers still twitching through the motions. I was watching. My hands moved, and I was watching. Fisher had seen neural rejection before, memory bleed, consciousness fracture. But this, the precision, the artistic arrangement, the specific use of extraction clips, this was familiar. He scanned Gary's neural signature, outdated interface broadcasting a memory pattern. Fisher's threat assessment flagged as Archive Fragment 31. Where'd you get the upgrade? Gary's voice came hollow, Lower Bastion accent slipping. Dust Lane 12, Velrix dealer. Said it was corporate surplus. Fisher stood slowly, his military bearing cracking under sudden recognition. He knew that archive designation. Archive. Fragment 31. Dr. Sana Terran, neural surgeon. Serial killer. Terminated 15 cycles ago by Tenebrica Stability Division. This wasn't murder. This was resurrection. A dead serial killer's memories just made Gary murder a coworker. Is he the only one infected? Part 2 drops soon. Subscribe. You need to see what happens next.